Oh, check. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Let's go. Balancing time starting a business is hard. I struggle with it too. I run heady pop-up studios. I teach entrepreneurship. Oh, and BTW, I also try to have a personal life. So to manage all this, I really need a system, a way to grow without burning out. Today, I'll show you how I further reduced my content creation time by cleverly combining hardware, AI, and marketing automation. And how I think you can do this too. Hi, my name is Johan. Let's take the next step. Morning. I'm en route to work. Not many of you know this, but I basically have two jobs. I'm building my own business, and I work as a freelance teacher for student entrepreneurs. So basically, students who want to become entrepreneurs. And generally, that feels like I really do work two full-time jobs. I mean, building my own business is costing me a lot of time, but so does everything that's involved in my teaching job as well. And then besides the two, so besides building my own business and my teaching job, I still have something that's called a private life, a social life. And it really is juggling. And the last few weeks, my battery got and the last few weeks, my personal battery got drained because of this, because I was working so hard, and at some point you just have to listen to your body and take a step back, basically. and all of this, all of the drainage was basically caused by content making, because it took me so much time that I was working late evenings, I was working weekends just to film the content, just to edit it and to publish it, to write the posts and stuff like that, and it just drained my battery, and I needed to change that, because it's not healthy to keep on going like that. By the way, if you're still watching this video, it would really motivate me if you could give a thumbs up. It's a small gesture, but it really means a lot to me. So thanks in advance. I do have 4 basic rules already to make sure I stay on track. 1, new customers for Hedy, my mobile studio, always has to come first, business-wise at least. It's just really important for me to keep focusing on getting new customers every month. 2 is also related to that. I decided that this year I really need to focus on my online visibility. But then what I'm doing now is to make sure that being online and making the content to be online costs me less time. So I need to make sure I do this as efficiently as possible. Number 3 is that me at my teaching job, to teach entrepreneurship, I do that 3 days a week. And I need to make sure that it stays within those 3 days. There shouldn't be any spillover. And my 4th rule is, even on school days, so the days that I work for school, I need to spend at least 2 hours every day on my own business, Hedy Pop-Up Studios. It sounds simple, right? Except content creation ruined everything. I needed to work smarter, not harder. But first, I needed a break. I just took some rest. I took a break, I slept more, I stopped pushing, and I bet you're thinking that really sounds counterintuitive, right? Like if you're not reaching your targets, you need to work more. But it really worked, because more energy equals more focus and more growth. So I just chilled, started sleeping some more, gaming, stuff like that. I just needed to clear my mind, basically. Well, clear my mind and rest my body. As you might have seen in my previous videos, I first bought new hardware, the stuff that I'm working with now. And recently I also discovered how to edit smarter. By applying these two things, better hardware and a better way to edit, I already achieved big results. I first implemented what's called my Premiere Pro factory file. It's a standard file with all my titles, all my animations, and all my other tiny little things that I have to add in every video. And that already saved me a bunch of time, because I can just simply copy and paste it quickly into new video files. Then there's of course the Elgato prompter, which means less moments, less retakes, and no extra editing, because I can skip the amount of time that I have to search through a video for the right moments. And then there's the Rodecaster Video, which really allows me to sync my audio and video faster, and also with multiple cameras at the same time. The results? I reduced my recording time from 60 minutes to 10 or 15 minutes, and my editing time from more than 8 hours to less than 3 hours. And obviously that's already a huge win for me. But still, because making content is only one step in that whole process. There's still the issue of having to think about new content every week. Plus, you also have to distribute it. Post it on channels like LinkedIn and YouTube, for example. All of which takes time. Last week, I created a system for myself. First, I started to type a blog article, like Barney's blog, for the millennials amongst us who know this show. This writing blogs allows me to just put my thoughts on paper without worrying about clever titles, optimizing it for YouTube, in sentence length and stuff like that. I can just type whatever comes to mind. I then made a custom GPT that transforms my blog into my YouTube script, which is actually the one I'm using now. Though it does need a little tweaking after the GPT spits it out. I then made another GPT that creates 2 LinkedIn posts based on my blog article, meaning that this GPT workflow allows me to turn one blog into, well, of course, a blog article, which I can post on my website, which is good for SEO purposes, 1 YouTube video, 1 YouTube short, 1 LinkedIn video, and 2 LinkedIn posts. And that's the least amount of content I can create from that, which is basically already super efficient. I'm in love with my new system. To make sure all the work I'm putting in creating online content is time well spent, I needed to grow my LinkedIn audience and improve the chances of gaining new B2B business leads. So I started using LinkedIn Sales Navigator and Dripify combined. Dripify helps me to get new LinkedIn followers, send automated messages, and track leads and conversations. And so far, I've already been able to grow the amount of LinkedIn followers I have with 12.5% in little over 3 weeks. And that's just the start of it. Now, why all this effort, you wonder? Because I'm trying to reach a goal, and goals matter. In my job as a teacher in entrepreneurship, I teach and focus a lot on using SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's a method to formulate a business goal or target in just one sentence in such a way that you can actually measure if you succeeded or not. And as I practice what I preach, my 2 biggest online marketing goals for this year are: 1, to reach 2,000 LinkedIn followers before December 31st, 2025, and 2, my online efforts need to result in at least 15 meetings with potential partners per quarter in 2025. And now, with better systems, better habits, I can actually start achieving them. And if you want to start a business and you work structurally and goal-oriented with clear and specific goals, I know that you will achieve your targets. My final thoughts for this episode would be to share: if you're overwhelmed, if your to-do list keeps on growing, remember, prioritize what matters, build efficient systems, and automate where you can. And most of all, please take breaks when your body says you need them. This system has already changed everything for me, and I know it can do the same for you. And I have a question for you actually. Let me know in the comments, what are your biggest productivity tips for others? Share below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.